Hello, everybody. My name is Parkzy, and welcome back to the DGBA Survivor Series Chatots versus Pachirisus. And let's just get right into it. So, a quick recap for you lot is going to appear right now. I'm warning you guys, if you haven't seen the past two episodes that have been recorded, please do go check it out. Otherwise, you'll be massively spoiled for what is about to come in this episode, and you probably won't really know what's happening if you haven't watched the previous two episodes. So let's refresh some of your guys' memories because, as always, this is a weekly series. So we started off with 20 people, all from the DGBA server. There is 16 D1 coaches with the addition of 4 extra non-D1 coaches who are well known across the server. That is Coach Oak, Jeremy, Haz, and Mike Man WBA. We divided them into two groups, 10 belonging to the Chatot Tribe and 10 belonging to the Pachirisu Tribe, and totaling the 20 overall people that we did allow originally. So, competing against each other for challenges, and really just to see who is going to be the winner at the end of it. So, this was when there were two tribes, and we're going to start off with the Chatot Tribe, who had all 10 members, but immediately started suffering loss. And eventually, by the end of episode 1 on the channel, they had already lost Jeremy and JP, leaving me, Jack, TCMTL, Alan, Mike Man WBA, Carlos, JJgalz, and MX3 as 8 members out of 10 of the existing Chatot tribe. But fortunately, luck did their way and they didn't lose any other members. In fact, reversed it completely and turned a 0-2 loss of immunity challenges into a 2-0 win in the next upcoming episode, which is Nuzzles and Puzzles. So then we're going to go check out the Pachirisu tribe, which were very strong the first episode, lost no members at all in the immunity challenge, and something happened in the next episode 2, and they started losing immunity challenges, and they lost 2 members as well. And as we can see from here, it was Blablano and Shez that was voted out. So just a quick recap, Jeremiah finished 20th, he was the first person voted out. Then JP finished 19th, he was the second person voted out. Then Chaz was voted out, he's the top 18, and he was third person voted out. And then Blablano was top 17, and he was the fourth person voted out. So today we're taking on the top 16 people, and we're going to be reducing that once more down to 14. But there is going to be a little bit of a twist. But let's go familiarize ourselves with the brandsteel.net variants of the tribes, because it is a little bit easier to picture and it'll be all on one screen. So here we go. Here is the tribes in their entirety. The Pachirisu tribe, consisting of Carlos, Coach Oak, Has, Ian, JJbizzle, Manlysoap, Spoink, and TTM Stinks, whereas the Chatot tribe consists of Carlos, Jack, JJgalz, Mike, MX3, myself, Rattatamen, and TCMTL. So a few things to note in the past episodes was that on the Chatot tribe it was considered me, MX3, and Mike were on the bottom, and the other 5 guys were at the top. So that was very scary. I almost got voted out the first episode of 5 to 5, but then thankfully Carlos flipped, not wanting it to go rocks. So I've been at the bottom, MX3's been at the bottom, he nearly got voted out with a 5 to 4, then the tribal council after, and Mike decided to leave a majority alliance, which was a little bit scary for him and might come back to bite him. As for the Pachirisu tribe, we saw that it was Ches that was voted out, and that was a 6 to 4 loss on Ches's part, leaving his 3 comrades to have to pick up pieces, being Spoink and Ian. And I also believe Blablano was actually one of those other people. So Spoink and Ian on the Pachirisu tribe are on the bottom, but fortunately there is also the chance they can get given an idol from their friends. So Jack has got the idol on the Chatot tribe, Coach Oak has got the idol on the Pachirisu tribe. Those two have got the idols and they've got all the power. If anyone does not know, an idol blocks you or any person you play it on from not going out, basically, from votes. So none of the votes count towards them, that one tribal council. So it doesn't matter if you receive every single vote bar 1 in the entire tribal council, none of them will count if you have an idol played on you. But speaking of a speaking of idols, sorry, goodness me, we have got the twist, and as part of the twist, the new tribes are randomly assigned. There will be 3 tribes, and the members of the third tribe will have to start from scratch, and one castaway will draw a package without a buff and go to exile. So a lot of information to digest. Basically, there are 2 tribes with 8 members currently, right? The Pachirisu tribe and the Chatot tribe. I already clarified all the members. Those people are now going to be all muddled up, and they're going to be split into 3 tribes of 5 people, with the 16th person that does not draw a colored buff going to Exile Island until a person is voted out, and then they'll take their place. So that person will have a chance to get the idol nullifier, which completely negates the idol's power to block a vote, and really just makes it useless in actual fact. So that one person is going to be able to go to Exile Islands. However, they do have the risk of returning and just getting completely knocked out of the game straight away, because they do not have that chance to talk to people and socialize and show their case, basically, because they'll just be invited right back without, I don't know, the 3 in-game days that people do get to socialize with one another and make alliances from other tribes. So, speaking of other tribes, it's not really. I guess we'll have to see now if the Chatot Tribe alliances are going to stand firm, and if the Pachirisu Tribe alliances are going to stand firm. But all I can say is that the people on the bottom, I think, are definitely going to appreciate this twist, being Ian and Spoink from the Pachirisu Tribe, and then myself, MX3, and Mike from the Chatot Tribe. We're all going to appreciate it, because the people on the bottom, if anyone knows from the merge, don't really stay on the bottom, and the people on the top are put into more precarious positions. However, it could just turn out that the people on the bottom stay on the bottom and the people on the top stay on the top, which has been seen before. I guess we'll have to find out. So, announcing the Venipede Tribe, I just want to throw it out there that the tribes are going to be divided into the Venipede Tribe, which is going to be the tribe, and they get the entirety of their winnings in their land. They'll have the shelter the Pachirisu Tribe created. They'll also have furnishings that they want. The Whirlipede Tribe will be taking the Chatot Tribe, and they will be getting their shelter. Also, they'll be getting the fishing equipment that the Chatot Tribe used to have. And then the Scolipede Tribe are going to be the new tribe. They're going to be the green colored people, and they're going to have to restart their entire camp, including having to make their own shelter, this time with 5 people in comparison to 10. So yeah, I would pity those people, definitely. But let's go just get right into it, and let's see who our Venipede Tribe members are going to be, as we're going to click on this, and we're going to see the Venipede Tribe is consisting of 2 previous Pachirisu members and 3 previous Chatot members, with Ian and JJbizzle coming from the Pachirisu Tribe, and JJgalz, Mike, and myself coming from the Chatot Tribe. It is a 3-2, but as people that have watched Survivor know, the colored buffs that you get on day 1 and your original tribe doesn't really matter all that much. You can learn to look past it, so I would not be surprised if we do start including maybe JJbizzle or Ian in our tactics, and maybe even start voting off some of our own, although that is the safest idea, is just to stay with your 3 majority. So Ian and JJbizzle automatically are looking to be on the bottom, even though JJ debatably was at the best position in the Pachirisu Tribe. But we're going to continue now on to the Whirlipede Tribe, as we see here that Chatot Tribe once again is actually containing majority. So that is 6 out of the 8 people on this one, on these 2 tribes. So that is Carlos, Jack, and Rattatamen that are doing it for the Chatot Tribe, or coming from the Chatot Tribe, I should say. Maybe they're not going to be continuing to do it for the Chatot Tribe. Maybe they're moving on. Who knows? But Coach Oak and Haz are coming from the Pachirisu Tribe, so they, just from a statistic standpoint, are going to be at the bottom because they are in the minority. It is 3 versus 2 currently in terms of previous colors. And finally, we are looking at the new Scolipede Tribe. So the people that haven't been picked yet are TCMTL, TTM Stinks, MX3, Spoink, Carson, and Manlysoap. 5 of them are going to be announced now. one of them is going to be on Exile Island, and I am going to click, and we are going to say that the Scolipede Tribe is going to consist of a whopping 4 Pachirisu members and only one Chatot member. TCMTL is going to have to fight for his life on this tribe, because he can be a very, very, very easy vote off indeed if the Pachirisu tribe decide to say, just let's stay Pachirisu strong and get rid of the one Chatot guy that's in our tribe. The Scolipede tribe consists of Carson, Manlysoap, Spoink, and TTM Stinks with Pachirisu tribe, whereas TCMTL is the only Chatot member repping. And we do see that, if you guys have been paying attention, MX3 has not actually been picked to be on any tribe. So MX3 is indeed exiled, and the exiled castaway is giving the opportunity to find an idle nullifier. But unfortunately, MX3 does not find the idle nullifier. Come on, MX3, this is your one chance to get back into the game. You didn't get the idle, Jack instead got it, and it actually turns out you can't get the idle nullifier either. So MX3 probably going to be staying on the bottom. That's just a bit of a hunch. I guess we'll have to find out. But he doesn't find the idle nullifier. That means that he cannot fight off a person with an idol. If a person has an idol and he knows it, then yeah, that might be a little bit scary. But let's continue on to see the tribe statuses, because that is very important to see the relationships. And yeah, it's a little bit complicated, but let me try and explain. So we're going to start off in the Venipede Tribe, and the Venipede Tribe hidden immunity idol is currently hidden, so they have actually placed another idol, so they can probably try and find that. But here we see the Chatot Alliance, which is the first one formed. This alliance consists of the original 6 people that decided to form an alliance, and as we can see here, there are people that are not on a team. There's Carlos, Jack, Rattatamen and TCMTL, and then there is me and JJgalz, which are on the tribe, which are yeah, on the tribe, and don't have underneath them not on a team. So with that, we're going to be moving on. Their loyalty might have dropped a little bit. I think TCMTL had higher loyalty, and maybe JJgalz, but obviously with long distance, yeah, that is going to be a little strong to retain that alliance. As we see here, the alliance between me, MX3 and TCMTL is still standing. We're still pretty strong. That's all good, even though I unfortunately am away from my boys. And we're going to see that JJbizzle's alliance with his other 3 comrades is still standing. But, I mean, it is like the day after it's been swapped, so yeah, they must have really hated that their previous alliance if they just came on the next tribe. But let's look over to the Whirlipede Tribe, as something very interesting is happening. We see that Whirlipede hidden immunity idol is currently not hidden, okay? No, like, there's no point looking for it. It's not there. But Oak has the Pachirisu hidden immunity idol, and Jack has the Chatot hidden immunity idol. That means that we might have an idol showdown with 2 idols potentially played in 1 tribal count. So that might be absolutely insane, and I don't want to really, well, I do want to commentate over if the Whirlipede Tribe does happen to lose one of these immunity challenges. But let's go look at the nitty gritty friendship, as it's just basically the same. Carlos, Jack, and Rattatamen still have their alliance with the other guys, as we see that Haz is the only person out of the Pachirisu Tribe alliance to be on the Whirlipede Tribe. And finally, let's look over to the Scolipede Tribe. Is TCMTL the only guy repping for the Chatots? Come on, bro, you're the underdog, but I think you've got this. Excuse me. He is going to be there still with his alliance strong, and we see the Pachirisu Tribe. Actually, 2 people out of this 4-person alliance are actually together this time, and that is Carson and TTM Stinks. So I guess they'll have a little bit of friendship there and try and retain their alliance. But let's move on to the first immunity challenge. Well, of the merge, I guess I should say. Blind Barrow. 1 member from each tribe would act as the caller. The caller would sit on a barrow directing 2 blindfolded members to push them through a series of obstacles. First, a set of speed bumps, then a maze, and finally balance beams. At the end of the balance beam, the caller would retrieve a ball, then direct the 2 other blindfolded members to navigate the ball through a table maze and into a slot. The first 2 tribes to get their ball into the slot would win. So there we go, guys. The winners, or the first people, or the people that came first, which is a little touch that me and you both are going to have to get used to, viewers, is that there's actually going to be a winner and a person that comes second place, so that's going to be nice. And it also seems like they've combined the immunity challenge and the reward challenge into one, just because it's the first time with the merge, and we've already got a ton of information that is very time consuming. So the Scolipede Tribe wins immunity, and they also win pastries, coffee, and iced coffee. That is going to be really nice. So congratulations to Carson, Manlysoap, Spoink, TCMTL, and PTM Stinks, the one-man Chatot band, who have the community and get some food. Good guys, the team that comes next is the Whirlipede Tribe. So they don't get anything, but they get immunity. So that's still pretty sweet in itself. But they're not going to get any sweet treats, unfortunately. Eventually got the word out. And yeah, let's go into the next thing. As we see the Venipede Tribe, the hidden immunity idol is currently hidden. No one's gone searching for it yet, or well, they might have, but they haven't found it. So yeah, but the Chatot Tribe alliance has now lost a member, as Carlos leaves the alliance. Mike left the alliance, Carlos left the alliance. Maybe this alliance is cursed or something that I don't know, but we're down to 5 members with Jack, JJgalz, myself, Alan, and TCMTL, with only me and JJ in our Venipede Tribe that actually have got all that alliance. So we might be voted out. You never know. But let's move on to the Whirlipede Tribe. As the Whirlipede Tribe hidden immunity idol is currently hidden, Coach Oak has got the Pachirisu Tribe hidden immunity idol, and Jack has the Chatot hidden immunity idol. Nothing occurred. They're just resting. They're all happy they've got their immunity. Whereas the Scolipede Tribe is having a party with their pastries and their iced coffee, which makes me really want coffee. But the Scolipede hidden immunity idol is currently now hidden. Carson, he decides that he wants the drama to himself. He's actually going to leave his alliance with Haz, JJ, and Stink. Again, leaving an alliance is a little bit of a risky play. I personally would do it probably come 13, but I don't know, maybe he has a plan to blindside Stinks and thinks he's a strong member. I don't know. I'm not in that game, but that's all I can say. But actually, if we keep on going forward, we can actually see that Carson has formed an alliance with another Pachirisu member that he previously hadn't got an alliance with. Well, looks like now they're going to have an alliance, and that is with Manlysoap. So the Scolipede alliance #1 forms, and that's going to be a very scary core, because that is 2. If they can get one more outsider into their alliance, that is majority, and that's very scary. But let's go to the Venipede Tribe Tribal Council. This is the first Tribal Council since merge, so this is going to be 16 people now knocked down to 15, and one of those people knocked down is either going to be Ian, JJbizzle, JJgalz, Mike, or myself. Very, very scary. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and like to play it, now's the time to do so. I really wish I hadn't had an hidden immunity idol in this case. This is my 3rd Tribal Council out of 5. But no, I don't have a hidden immunity idol to play. Very unfortunate. So let's see who the first vote is going to, and it turns out the first vote is going to go to Mike. So has the Chatot Alliance stayed strong? Is this just a fluke? Is it going to be Pachirisu's versus Chatots, or is there going to be blurring between the lines? I guess we'll have to find out, as the next person to receive the vote is Ian. So 2 votes down, 1 vote to Ian, 1 vote to Mike. No idols in play, just a same old vanilla battle against people to see who can get the majority alliance. As we see, Ian has received another vote, so that is 2 votes Ian, 1 vote Mike. Is Ian going to get steamrolled here? And it turns out that the next vote goes to Mike, so that is 2 votes Mike, 2 votes Ian, 1 vote left. And the 5th person voted out of DGBA Survivor, Chatot versus Pachirisu, is none other than Mr. Mike Man WBA himself. The 5th vote, and the player leaving is Mike. So very clearly, although he had the majority alliance with the Chatot Tribe, turns out that no, they at least one of them kind of flipped on him. Might have been me, might have been JJgalz. I guess we're about to find out. But Mike, unfortunately, the tribe has spoken. Hate to say it, but you know, there's a saying, rather you than me, and yeah, rather you than me. At least I gotta stay on to top 15. So let's continue on to the votes, as we see that Ian voted for Mike, common knowledge, and we see that JJ actually went against his what I perceived to be alliance in Ian, but I guess he didn't like it very much, There we go. As JJ voted against, so me and JJ voted just on Mike, and there was only JJ versus the other tribe that we have to face in Mike. Not real life either, right? However, we are going to actually see here that there is the addition of MX3 into the Venipede Tribe. He obviously came from Exile Island. They were like, okay, right, you didn't find the island on the fire. Bit of a bad move. You could have just looked around a little bit better, but MX3 come into the Venipede Tribe. So it is still majority in favor of the Chatots, but now the Chatots are going to have to explain to MX3, hey, we sort of voted one of our own out, but don't worry, you know, please go on our side. So MX3 is there, whereas we see the Whirlipede Tribe and the Scolipede Tribe, they're still the same as usual, no drama with them, we can just sort of skip through them. Whirlipede Tribe has Jack and Rattatamen. We're going to call the tribe that backstabs each other, the tribe that has all the idols, and the tribe that we're all rooting for TCMTL. Even if you are TTM Stink and you're watching this video, and even if you are Spoink and you're watching this video, you're secretly rooting for TCMTL. Don't even lie, okay? I am, okay? And I'm in this game. I'm voting for him more than I'm voting for me, okay? That's saying something. So TCMTL, yeah, you make it out of the war zone, buddy. So we're going to continue on to the Venipede Tribe status. As we see, the Venipede Tribe hidden immunity idol is currently hidden. And we see that the Chatot Alliance #1 still going strong, even though they've lost 2 members currently in their alliance. They've still got 5 to be fair, and if they can bring 5 with them into the top 13, that's still pretty strong. That's still almost near to majority alliance, so that's still pretty good. And I believe they still are the biggest alliance in the whole of DGBA Survivor, so that's still a testament to just how loyal I guess they are to each other. As we see the Pachirisu Tribe Alliance has JJ and Styx, and we see that my alliance with MX3 and TCMTL still stands. So I'm sort of like the bridge now. I was saying that Styx was the bridge, and I believe both was the bridge in the Pachirisu Tribe. I'm sort of the bridge with Chatot Tribe, I'd say. Obviously it kind of killed the tribe, but there we go. And as we see the Whirlipede Tribe, nothing new. Oak's got an idol, Jack's got an idol. Please lose a challenge so that we can see out of chaos. And we're going to continue into the alliances here, as we see Jack and JJ and Rattatamen still holding up that alliance. To be fair, they do have the majority of the 5-person alliance, so I mean they can flip on the alliance potentially. And we see that still has got his alliance with JJbizzle and TTM Stinks. Nothing new probably with the Scolipede Tribe. Same old, TCMTL still happy that he's got friends. And then we're also continuing down. We see that Carson and we've got Carson and Manlysoap with their alliance. Still not the strongest alliance, but you know what? It's a serviceable alliance. It'll probably do until merge, I'd say. They're just sort of like, okay, like we might see eye and eye and just not vote for each other. It's more of a truce in an alliance. I can totally understand it. Anyway, let's move on to the reward challenge, which is Ballistic Missiles. 2 members from each tribe must use pokes to knock out sandbags from an overhanging net. Once they have all their sandbags, they must then untie a slingshot. Each tribe must use the slingshot to get sandbags into 2 baskets, which will raise a flag. The first 2 tribes to raise their flag win. So we see a reward challenge, not particularly the most important. It's not as important as immunity, but definitely a good morale raiser. Let's see who wins. The tribe to come first is the Venipede Tribe, who actually win 3 hens and a rooster. So that is Ian, JJbizzle, JJgalz, MX3, and myself. So we win either chicken or eggs, whichever we decide. And then we get to see that the Scolipede Tribe wins another reward, which means that they win a dozen eggs. So still pretty good. I mean, it's still food, which if you're a hungry survivor, I don't know, like 2 weeks in by this stage, you'll take any food you can get. So a dozen, still pretty gosh darn good. But now the top 15 immunity challenge. A bridge you must cross. Each tribe must climb up and over a hill obstacle. They must then pull down a ladder, and using a rope, 4 of the 5 tribe members must hold the bridge up while the last member runs across the bridge and releases a lever that holds the bridge up. The tribe must then run across the bridge and go down via a fireman's pole. The tribe must then untie a bag containing a ball. One member must then get onto the balance beam and negotiate a maze in the shape of a snake. The first 2 tribes to get their balls into the hole at the top of the maze wins. So we saw that was the tribe that lost the immunity challenge previously. Let's go and see who lost now. So that we see that the Whirlipede Tribe actually, they don't have to fear going to tribal council for this entire episode on the channel, which is incredible. So we won't be seeing any of them, and actually we're not going to be seeing any new faces as the Scolipede tribe wins immunity. So that means that the Venipede Tribe, once again, they're going to have to go into tribal council and vote off another one of their own members. That is not good. That is like 4 out of 6 of the tribal councils that could have been gone to the two Pachirisu members and the 2 Chatot members have went to. I'm not including MX3 because he's an exile island for one of them. But that's pretty insane. That's pretty bad. We're moving now on to the Venipede Tribe, and as we see that the alliance between myself, MX3, and TCMTL actually dissolves, so it might mean that MX3 and me are going home because we're clearly not in an alliance anymore. So yeah, I thought the guy that you know, my bro that came back from Exile Island, he's no more, and instead we're gonna go skirt over right. I'm going to go see and skirt in my head, and this came out of skirt. Don't judge me. The Whirlipede Tribe again. We've got the 2 guys holding the idols, Kochuk and Jack. So that's great. And we actually see that a Whirlipede Tribe alliance, the first actual cross, I guess. The first alliances between Kochuk and Rattatamen being a little bit more, just slightly more noticeable, loyal towards Kochuk than Oak is towards Rattatamen. But as I always say, if it gets you into the top of the 13 merge, then that's fine, because at least you get more screen time, and at the very least you get to become a member of the jury, which is dope. So that is that, as we're going to continue on to the Scolipede Tribe, and we actually see Carson. I think Carson actually left also the 4-person alliance. So Carson is playing for himself right now. He's like, I don't need anybody. So the alliance that was made at the start of the episode is now just basically gone. He leaves the alliance with Manlysoap now. But none of that is going to matter, at least in this episode, or the remainder of this episode, because we're moving on to the Tribe Council, as we see one of Ian, JJbizzle, JJgalz, MX3, myself, the next person voted out, and nothing top 14 and 14. So if anyone has to hit the item, now is the time to do so. Nobody does any items, so let's get right into it. As the first vote goes to MX3, so immediately back from Exile Island, he's sort of getting screwed over. Maybe we blindsided MX3, maybe we were like, me and JJ were like, okay, right, me and you, only Chatot members to go through to the finals, let's just get everyone else out. But we're actually going to see that Ian is going to get another vote towards him, so that is 1 vote Ian, 1 vote MX3 out of the existing votes that happened. A second vote goes to Ian, so that's 2 votes, and 2 votes Ian, 1 vote MX3. Can Ian clutch this out again? He was 2 votes down against against Mike, and he managed to clutch it up. But the 6th person voted out of DGBA Survivor Chatots versus Pachirisu's is Ian, and the final vote actually turned to 3 votes for Ian and 1 for MX. So Ian got steamrolled. That's what happened. Ian just got completely steamrolled when he went on Tribal Council. He was like, sure, you know, let's get MX3. He's just a new guy. No one likes him. And then everyone was like, no, we don't like you. Yeah. In fact, funny enough, it wasn't actually the guy that was on the bottom. It was actually JJ that was on the bottom. So I thought it was either going to be him or MX3 secretly that was going home. But it turns out that I was wrong, which I actually is a reoccurring theme for these episodes. But unfortunately, Ian the tribe has spoken. You have to go home. But you made it to top. You made it to top 14, so that's something to be happy about at least. As we're going to see the votes. Well, actually, no, we didn't make top 14. We made top 15, I guess, technically. No, yeah, top 15. Sorry, excuse me. So we're going to see the votes here specifically. As Ian voted for MX3, JJ voted for Ian, JJgalz voted for Ian, MX2 voted for Ian, and I voted for Ian. Pretty simplistic. Ian probably didn't vote for himself, let's be honest. So let's look at the tribes. As we see, the Venipede Tribe has got quite a shuffle. We kicked out Mike and replaced him with MX3, then decided to kick out Ian. Hopefully that makes us a little bit better at challenges, so we don't have to go 3 for 3 in taking people out of our tribe. Then we see the Whirlipede Tribe, which consists of course, the classic 5: Carlos, Kochuk with an idol, Haz, Jack with an idol, and Rattatamen. And then we see the Scolipede Tribe, which consists of Carson, which breaks every single alliance known to mankind, Manlysoap, Spoink, which I'm pretty sure is still in the bottom, TCMTL, which is the underdog, and TTM stinks it. I just can't say his name. I can't be bothered to change it. That is it. But if you guys do want to go continue, you guys know every single Monday up on the channel, that is how we do it. Sorry this is a little bit later, I just didn't really have the time, but I had to record an episode for DGBA Survivor because I knew you guys were looking forward to it. Sorry if it is a little bit later again. Just it's actually 9:30 when I'm recording this right now, or I guess ending up finishing the recording. So that is that. But the next video will be up next Monday, where not only do we pull the 3 tribes back into one, but we see the people actually contend now for individual immunity instead of tribe immunity. So that means that at the top 13, one person will get immunity. They'll get guaranteed into a 1 in 12 chance to win the game. But that means that all other 12 people are at risk. So this isn't like the tribal council where it's like, okay, there's only 5 people that can go home. 12 people by next episode could potentially go home. That is insane. So yeah, let me know who you're rooting for. Yeah, this has been absolutely insane. We've got 2 idols, no nullifier, but it's bound to be insane when we start throwing them into the top 13 merge. There's also another 3-way tribe that has to happen in the top 14. So next episode is going to be a Venipede versus Whirlipede versus Scolipede fiasco. Then all of those tribes are going to merge to the final 13. And it's going to get a little bit insane. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you do enjoy. If you do, leave a like, subscribe, why not? There's going to be other videos up on the channel if they ever actually do find out when to release the D1 power rankings. Wink wink nudge nudge. So thank you guys for watching this video. You guys have been awesome. I've been Parkzy, and peace.